I'd say you have a lot to be thankful for right now.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I am so happy to see you back in action.
Thank you.
You have got new music, a new tour, and most importantly, you have your health.
Absolutely.
And that is first and foremost. And you are so young, and that's why when this headline came out, folks were stunned to hear that you were rushed to the hospital.
I know.
What happened that day, Tori?
It was so wild. It happened out of nowhere. I was, feeling just like a little tired throughout the day, and my heart rate was kind of high, but ended up, I was at dinner with my husband, and so thankful he was there because I ended up collapsing and rushed to the hospital, and they found blood clots. Had no idea that they were there, so that was like the first time it ever had anything like that happen to me. And I had amazing doctors and people who were taking care of me the whole time. And yeah, I'm able to tour now. I'm back healthy, and so it was definitely scary. But I think I'm just like, it's definitely given me a different outlook on life, and just being so grateful that I made it through that. And
I mean, I would say so, and we are so grateful for that and for your help.
Thank you.
You had a scary few days in the hospital. What was going on in your mind during that time?
It's wild because I think while I was in it, I was kind of, I knew that it was scary just because there were so many, it was just unknown. It was just kind of confusing what was happening, but I think I did feel a sense of peace the whole time. I know that I scared a lot of people, a lot of my family members, and I know my fans were really worried. All the comments that I saw, I was just so overwhelmed with how much love and support I was receiving through that time. But yeah, on one end it was scary, and then on another end I did feel this sense of unexplainable peace that it was gonna be okay, that I just felt like God had me, and it was gonna be okay. But yeah, definitely in the midst of that, it was just kind of a confusing whirlwind.
I can only imagine, and in those moments, I mean, they're trying to do tests, figure out the root of the issue. Did they figure out what caused the blood clots? Do you have family history of blood clots? Had you had any sort of incidents to make you think like, ooh, something's a little off or different?
No, they don't know. I don't know.
And they still don't know? Mm-mm. So are they monitoring you in any capacity? Do you have to do things a little differently these days than you were doing before?
So apparently, yes, so people are definitely monitoring me, which I'm really grateful for. But I've learned, it seems like blood clots are manageable with medication, blood thinners. So that's, I think how I'm able to tour and kind of get back, to my normal self. But yeah, so that's what I've learned so far, is that it seems to be manageable.
What else is helping during your recovery process?
Honestly, it sounds corny, but I really feel like being back on the road, just like, even just mentally, like, it's been 4.5 years since my last tour. I think before, the health scare, I was like already getting emotional thinking about the tour. And then when that happened, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm about to, be doing what I love again. And that just made me even more grateful and not want to take a single moment for granted.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking out into the audience and just seeing all my amazing fans again has been really just keeping my spirits high.
I cannot imagine the new perspective and outlook that you have.
Yeah, I'm just so grateful. I definitely got emotional last night, the first show. I am a late processor. A lot of my family and friends know that about me, but I think I just process things late. Like,
so did they hit you? Were you processing them whenever you were on the stage?
I think it was like right after. I was definitely emotional during the show, but I think I was just in shock because it's just been so long since I've been on stage like that.
It's like riding a bike, Tori.
It felt like that towards the middle. I was like, okay, I got this, I know what I'm doing. But yeah, I think after the show, I was just like on such a high. I was like, what just happened? And then everything kind of hit me. But, I'm sure I'll have more moments, throughout the tour.
Oh my goodness. Now, doctors have cleared you to be back on the road.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
So at what point did you say, all right, y'all, I think I'm good? I can do this?
Yeah, you know, it was probably a few weeks later, I think. I really just trusted the doctors, you know, and their recommendations, and they said that I would be fine, and I feel fine. I feel great. Obviously,
well, you look great.
Thank you. Yeah, it feels like it happened so long ago, even though it didn't. But also feels like it happened yesterday. So even that is something I'm still kind of processing, just that even happened. But
well, I mean, this came at the most unfortunate time in your career, because like you said, you waited 4.5 years to get back on tour. You have this new EP you were just so pumped to be releasing. You were celebrating with a surprise performance that you had to cancel, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, really?
I know.
And you're like, are you happening now?
I know. No, that was my, you know, my knee-jerk reaction was, of course, like, what? Like, why now? But I am a firm believer in everything happening for a reason. So I don't know the reason, obviously, now, but, you know, and I trust God that He has a plan for everything. But I have a feeling I'll look back on this and be like, oh, okay, this is, you know, why this happened. Or I was supposed to learn this thing, you know, to get to where I am now. So we'll see.
And it'll be shown to you. It may not be obvious, but it'll come through sometime.
Absolutely.
Okay, can we talk about something here?
Sure.
Can we talk about some flowers you received from Beyonce, the Queen? Did you know you were getting a special delivery from the Queen herself? And I mean, like, I feel like anything Beyonce would send anyone would have the power of healing.
Right, yeah, I was not expecting that at all. I got a text from my management team. They were like, hey, someone tried to drop off flowers from Beyonce, period. Or like no one was home or something, like, period. And I think I said, Beyonce, question mark. And yeah, I mean, they were gorgeous. They were just like white roses. It was so beautiful.
They were like
so
Oprah level flowers.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Gosh.
I mean, I got a ton of flowers that were very, very beautiful. But once I posted a picture of the ones from Beyonce, all my friends were like, "Okay, well, I'm never sending you flowers again."
Right? We've all been shown to follow up the tour.
So this new music is I've been calling it like part 1.
Ooh.
Because
there's gonna be a part 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, for lack of better terms, yes. But there's definitely more music coming. So that's one thing that's very exciting. Is this was meant to be kind of like a tease and show people what's in the works. But other than new music, I mean, I hope to continue doing shows.
Yeah.
Like, this is honestly probably one of, if not my favorite part about being an artist is getting to perform live. That's always been like the main dream for me.